Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like you're doing everything right? You're focused, disciplined, consistent, but your goals still feel just out of reach, and you can't explain why. You're showing up. You're putting in the effort. You're being patient. And still, something invisible seems to hold you back, quietly, repeatedly. What if it's not your discipline, not your talent, not even your introversion, but 5 shady habits that are quietly sabotaging your path without you even noticing? These habits are subtle. They don't look like sabotage. They disguise themselves as comfort, logic, even self-care. But they're the invisible blockers of introvert success. And the 5th one? Even the most driven, intelligent introverts fall for it every time. So if you're about to skip this, please check number 5. Let's bring these shadow habits into the light, one by one. Shady habit number 1. Overthinking masquerading as creative flow. You're always thinking, always jumping from idea to idea. You're gathering insight, preparing, learning. Feels productive, but in truth, you're just postponing action. You already have enough to begin. Shady habit number 2. Perfectionism in disguise. Shows up as high standards, attention to detail, but beneath it is fear. It's fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. And that fear keeps you refining instead of releasing. Shady habit number 3. Addiction to meaningless productivity. Checking tasks, clearing inboxes, making lists about lists. Feels like progress. But deep down, none of it is moving you forward. It's just busy work dressed in the costume of discipline. Shady habit number 4. Isolation, pretending to be self-reliance. But you tell yourself, I work better alone. But silence becomes avoidance. And avoidance blocks connection, support, and opportunity. The very things that would help you rise. Shady habit number 5. Identity attachment. You confuse your current personality with your permanent potential. You tell yourself, I'm just not the kind of person who... And that quiet phrase blocks bold action. Does it sound familiar? I bet it does. Now that we've exposed the 5 shady habits, we need to talk about how to break free. You don't break bad habits with willpower. You break them with tiny systems. Tiny system number 1. Trade overthinking for one small action. Instead of collecting more information, try the 2-minute rule. Set a timer. Take one micro action that moves you forward. Send the message. Start the file. Post the thing. Overthinking dies in the face of motion. Tiny system number 2. Trade perfectionism for momentum and minimum viable. Use the ugly first draft ritual. Get the thing out before you get it right. Remind yourself, I'm not here to impress. I'm here to express. And I improve through movement, not delay. Tiny system number 3. Trade busyness for one win. Start your day by identifying one quiet win. Just one. The task that, if done, makes the day meaningful. No noise, no clutter. Just forward motion with purpose. Tiny system number 4. Trade isolation for intentional connection. Don't wait for confidence. Burst that bubble. Create a weekly reach-out message. Once a week, reach out to someone who inspires you, even if it's just to say, I appreciate your work. You don't need more people. You need the right ones. Tiny system number 5. Trade fixed identity for future behavior. When you catch yourself saying, I'm just not the kind of person who... Pause. That's not truth. That's memory. It's time to stop living by default and start living by design. Create a future self move. Once a day, take one small action your next level self would take, even if it feels bold. Send the pitch. Speak up. Say yes. Say no. You don't become that version of you by waiting. You become them by acting. You don't have to fix everything today. Just one shady habit replaced by one tiny system at a time. That's how real change begins. Your quiet success isn't an accident. It's a system. Because consistency compounds. And so does peace. Which tiny system will you put in motion today to break free from one of the 5 shady habits that has been quietly holding you back from growth and success? One small shift is all it takes to begin changing your direction. Calmly, clearly, and on your terms. If this helped you see what's been blocking your path and how to take it back, subscribe to Rise Quietly.